Wii Party has over 80 plus minigames to enjoy, except some are not very enjoyable. I'm talking about you, baby rocking game. Despite some terrible ones, Wii Party has a great collection of fun and unique minigames that help make the game one of the best Wii games in history. Today, I'm going to be ranking them, briefly explaining why I like or dislike it, and putting them all into tiers from worst to best. Note that all of my rankings are based off playing with the master CPU, because some of the minigames are definitely better when you're playing with friends instead. With that out of the way, let's get to ranking. 86. Pump Cart Panic. This is the absolute worst minigame in this collection. Half the time the motion controls don't work and the boulder is so fast that no mistakes can be made, which happen often when playing. 85. Flying Fruit. This minigame is definitely one of the most one-sided out of the 1v3s, and more often than not, the Wiimote is shaky, which causes the fruit to be easily seen and counted. 84. Channel Changers. This one is actually really good in concept and presentation. The only problem is that it's extremely easy to win this one in a matter of seconds, which kind of makes it lackluster. 83. Pose Aerobics. Another one-sided 1v3. This one is better than Flying Fruit though because there's a better chance of messing up as the music speeds up. However, it's still extremely easy to win as the team of 3. 82. Dicey Descent. The whole game plays out as 5 seconds to choose a side, open gate, maybe someone gets shocked, repeat until 3 rounds are over or 1 person is left. I mean, the Mii's getting flung while they get eliminated are like the only reason why this minigame is good. 81. Lucky Launch. Pick a stand, launch a firework, hope it doesn't die. That's it. The only reason this is better than Dicey Descent is because the visuals and the losing winning animations are funnier and better. 80 and 79. Can Poppers and Pop Gun Posse. I like the aspect of this minigame because it reminds me of Duck Hunt, but Duck Hunt is way better than this minigame. Like, if the Wii Play version of Duck Hunt, just the first part, was ported as a minigame, this would be much higher on the list. 78. Crybabies. The concept of this minigame is good. If it were paired with something else, it'd probably be higher on the list. But the crying babies just make it so bad. I mean, just take a listen to this audio. Would you want to hear this every time this minigame pops up? Yeah, I didn't think so. 77. Smile Snap. Wait for everyone to smile, take a picture, end game. I get that it's supposed to be difficult with everyone looking all over the place, but it just bores me every time. 76. Banana Blockade. Although the music slaps, the minigame itself feels pretty bare bones, like your run-of-the-mill puzzle game. 75. Paddle Pals. This minigame feels as if whitewater rafting was controlled by bodybuilders, because every time I play this game and one person turns it, the whole raft shifts to the opposite direction and slows it down. Or maybe it's not. This is just my personal experience. 74. Moon Landing. There are way too many asteroids to avoid, and legitimately, the best strategy for this game is to just hold the Wiimote still until you reach the bottom. 73. Poppin' Pilots. This minigame is basically just a dogfight and relies heavily on RNG, because you'll likely never switch sides of the screen, since you'll bump into each other every 5 seconds. 72. Rodent Rundown. I use the majority of the timer every time I play this one, because the mouse can just juke its way out of nearly every situation. 71. Fishin' Buddies. Not necessarily bad, but way too long for such simple non-variety gameplay. 70. Balloon Buggies. This minigame's time limit is extremely long and the controls are slightly bad, but it is fun to see other people blow up from that spike ball. 69. Bobsled Highway. Although it's a fun challenge, the motion controls and partner integration make it harder to win. And I accidentally made this clip too long, so I'm basically just gonna keep saying random. 68. Fruit Focus. The random decision on who goes first makes or breaks this game for me, since the CPU always gets it right if they go first, basically making your chances of winning impossible. 67. Puzzle Pickup. Its simplistic gameplay is easy to get the hang of, and fighting for the pieces is fun, but overall it's just a fine minigame. 66. Stopwatchers. It is a fun challenge, and really funny when someone gets it exactly right, but the concept just gets boring after some time. 65. Pearl Plunder. Go around and collect an item is sort of fun, I guess, but the slow, calming music doesn't really match the fast nature of the game. 64. Chopper Hoppers. Same as the last minigame, but the music is more fitting and the theme is better executed. 63. Garden Gridlock. A full-fledged puzzle game mode exclusively behind the challenge section. Although there's a lot, I'd get bored of it fairly quickly. 62. Face Flip. This minigame is very frustrating, but I feel like it doesn't really match the energy of being frustrating. But it does feel really good to get it on the first try. 61. Walk Off. This minigame is okay, but I don't ever feel like the players are close enough to make an insane moment funny or jaw-dropping. 60. Robot Factory. Pick up 2 pieces, 1 upper body and 1 lower body, combine them together and repeat. I don't really have anything else to say about this minigame. 59. Blastronauts. This minigame is very difficult to control, since one of you is bound to be pressing 2 at all times. Traversing the asteroids is definitely a challenge and creates some high-tension moments for sure. 58. Lumberwacks. This minigame is fun on the off chance that the single player is bad at defending, but the overall atmosphere and gameplay make this higher than the other 1v3s that I mentioned before. 57. Feathered Frenzy. I do enjoy that in this minigame you can't just always grab it, sometimes it slips out of your hands and goes flying somewhere else. I think that is a really fun and unique mechanic to make it more challenging and fun. 56. Sheep Crossing. Get the sheep from the other side by turning your giant platforms. The great part about this game is that the platforms don't just allow you to turn them back and forth, but strategically work with your partner to get enough over in the allotted time. 55. Friendly Face-Off. Pretty easy puzzle minigame. That's all I wrote. 54. Derby Dash. The game always goes like this. Start off slow until around 3/4 are done. Then at the very last second, shake like a maniac without depleting your energy bar to win. 53. Jump Rope Jam. Nothing too special with this one, but once you get in the rhythm, it's pretty easy to get the hang of it. 52. Spring Ringers. This is like the ring toss of the carnival with moving flowers, except I'd rather go to a real carnival. 51. Goal Getters. A very easy minigame once you play it a bunch of times, but once you master it, it gets pretty repetitive. 50. Hammerheads. Again, like the whack-a-mole at the arcade or a carnival, but honestly, hitting the other Miis to make them get dizzy is more fun than hitting the moles. 49. Quicker Chipper. Hit a ball within the designated area to get a point. Hitting it in the lighter colored area gets into the hole faster, letting you score more points. I do like the concept of getting it in a specific area, but the motion controls are kind of wonky sometimes, so it's just alright. 48. Saucer Snap. Smile Snap but upgraded, because it's a lot more intense waiting for the perfect moment. 47. Jangle Wranglers. This minigame is honestly super annoying with the bell and sheep, but I do like the stealing aspect of it, essentially who can make the herd come towards them. 46. Crash Balls. The only reason this one isn't in B tier is because of the controls. It's really slippery to control and very easy to fall into the hole, but I like the overall competitiveness of this game. 45. Commuter Count. This one is exciting to me despite its easiness, because it's a fast-paced, quick 1v1 game that gets the job done. Except when there's a tie, then it kinda sucks. 44. Roll to the Goal. Honestly, just like Commuter Count, this is a 1v1 that gets the job done, and basically just your average race to the finish line with an added element of memorization. 43. Springtime. This one is very fun to play through, and once again is like a 1v1 that gets the job done. No advantages, it's balanced and a good minigame. 42. Risky Railroad. Although it's a luck-based game, I could ignore that because it's so humbling to be confident about the path, then the game saying nope and making you crash instantly. 41. Bumper Crops. I like the pair element of this game a lot, and sending your fruits to your partner can be a lot of fun. 40. Basket Bonanza. This is a really well done balanced minigame and is fun if you have good communication skills with your partner. 39. Spotlight Fight. I genuinely hate this game's mechanic that's a 50-50 shot if you're able to push someone when they're in the light, but besides that, it's a nice showdown where you race to the light the quickest. 38. Strategy Steps. Use the pick 5 only method and you'll win 75% of the time. The 25% of the time this minigame is more frustrating than ever. 37 and 36. Shifty Gifts. This is a great minigame that involves motion controls, but I would definitely give the upper hand to the single player challenge mode because the boxes get stacked way higher. 35. Pop Coaster. This used to be one of my favorites just because of how quickly everything goes by. It's a great challenge and its roller coaster pacing makes it a really good minigame. 34. Tropical Punch. The best part about this minigame is that it can either last 60 seconds or 6 seconds depending on how ridiculous the game is feeling. 33. Maze Days. I definitely love the randomized control scheme and dizziness aspect of the game, which makes it more frantic as you have to figure out the controls multiple times. 32. Follow Your Face. This is a great game that computers will always suck at no matter the difficulty, but it's also great if you have a good attention span and memory. 30. Chin Up Champ. The button mashing game of Wii Party. Although it'd probably be more fun just mashing one button, 2 buttons doesn't take away that much fun from the game. 29. Meet and Greet. Probably some of the most funny interactions come from this minigame alone. The scenarios you can walk in on is hilarious and it's also fun and fast paced. 28. Space Brawl. This one is full of action and has great combat skills. 27. Shutter Pup. I love this minigame because of its creativeness and simplicity. It's not like the other picture games where the camera is still, but instead everyone has their own cameras and has to run around the yard taking pictures of a puppy. Great minigame. 26 and 25. Clover Hunt. If the single player mode didn't exist, this would be much lower, but the single player mode gives a legit challenge and is really fun to complete. 24. Ramp Jam. Running through the herd of sheep is unintentionally fun, and it's also fun to maneuver through the sheep when you're in first place because they'll intentionally block you, allowing other players to catch up, creating a challenge to always watch out behind you. 23. Pop-Up Bandits. This is a true head-to-head matchup. Its fast-paced dual nature makes this one of the best duel minigames. 22. Hide and Peek. This is another minigame full of funny surprise moments, and it's especially hilarious if you catch all 3 players in the same hiding spot. 21. Flap Hurdles. Fun jumping over the objects. I don't really know what else to say about this minigame, but it's really good. 20. Timber Topple. It's so satisfying watching the tree topple down on your opponent, and it's also satisfying to get that power hit. 19. Flashlight Frights. This captures the haunted house feeling pretty great, and it being a multiple stage minigame also helps it excel. 18 and 17, Flag Fracas / Flag Foot Race, the most intense minigame in Wii Party. Just shake like crazy to win, one of the best. 16, Marching Orders. Having to juggle multiple things at once is surprisingly fun and definitely brings on a challenge. 15 and 14, Tippy Traverse. This minigame is so creative to combine a balance beam and a maze all into one, and working with your teammate is essential for balancing to the end. 13, Zombie Tag. Amazing minigame where you've got to run for your life in an enclosed space. Trying to dodge the zombies is challenging and fun, and also, eliminated players get to join the zombies, basically adding another threat to the non-eliminated players. 12, Color Coordination. A large teamwork puzzle in the sky, where you have to work together to get to the end. The teamwork element in this game is implemented nicely, and the concept is great. 11, Splash Bash. From the giant ball to knocking people into the water, it's all great, but unfortunately, not an S tier. 10, Cosmic Capers. This is one of the minigames that I love to play when it shows up, because it's so easy to control and get a fast time. It's a true mashing game combined with a race element, which makes it really great for me. 9, Fly Cycle Team. This is a great survival type minigame where you have to be mindful about your stamina, but the challenge to go as far as you can is also really fun. 8, Back Attack. Pure free-for-all chaos. Everyone is out for each other. Turn your back to them once and you're out. It's awesome. 7, Barrel Daredevil. A game of chicken taken to the extreme, and it's also super satisfying when you get 0 inches. 6, Chop Chops. Fast paced, everyone shaking like crazy, exactly what you want out of a free-for-all battle. 5, Delivery Duel. Pizza Hut versus Domino's Driver Simulator. Whoever gets there first gets a bigger tip. 4, Rope Sling. Huge rope swing with extreme airtime, and gets stressful as you hope no one else gets past your score. 3, Jumbo Jump. So simple, but so great watching the Mies fly with tension in the air because you all race it at the same time. 2, About Face. The 4-player mode deserved to be a mainline minigame. Although it's super long, playing the Master CPU, there's seriously never a dull moment, with everyone making combos at every moment. 1, Teamwork Temple. I hope you weren't expecting something else, because this is the best minigame in Wii Party. Straight out of an Indiana Jones mission, this minigame is so in-depth that it's a fun experience each time you play. And that's all the rankings. Alright, that was my ranking of every Wii Party minigame from worst to best. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of my ratings in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.